Well, Nick, it looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this.
And who's at the bottom? Dee Vasquez.
I guess she must be the murderer. Alright then, Jaden. Let's finish this.
Once and for all, please.
I really feel like you're not a fan of this case, but it's an alright case.
The case is alright, but it goes on for so long.
Again, this game has cases that go on for 3 days, so... Very simply, that's why. Back in court.
What, 3 game days?
3 game days, yes.
Okay.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
I've got Diet Coke so that I won't lose my voice slightly.
Today will be the final day of this trial. I hope both the prosecution and the defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement.
In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for this case. He claims that the scene of the crime was in fact Studio 2. Today, I will call on people present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear. Edgeworth, we already have decisive evidence that he went to Studio 2. Cody's picture shows us that already.
Listen, does he?
Very well.
Edgeworth seems a bit on edge today.
You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth.
The prosecution calls Miss Dee Vasquez to the stand. Miss Dee Vasquez is a producer who was present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. Imagine she came in and she had all the mafia members behind her.
Oh god, yeah.
Because Gumshoe technically arrested them as well, didn't he?
Surely they would have. There's no way.
Oh no. He's just like, you can go home. I don't need you, I just need Vasquez.
Yeah, you guys can just go to Phoenix's home address later and just fucking kill him.
Will the witness state her name and occupation? Dee Vasquez. I'm a producer for Global Studios.
I would have been confiscated from her in court.
What, the French cigarette?
Yes.
On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer in Studio 2. As everyone here knows, yes. I dislike needless banter. If you must pontificate, do it when I'm not here.
Very well, Miss Vasquez. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder.
Nick, I know she did it. Make her pay.
Right. If she's guilty, I'll catch her with her pants down, so to speak.
Phoenix, no horny thoughts. You go to horny jail. I entered the trailer a little before noon. The meeting began at 12 sharp and ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. We found Hammer's body later when we all went to Studio 1. That's all.
I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you?
The van. There was a van at Studio 2. I had him take me in that. I thought it might be risky to walk, what with that monkey's head toppling over.
I see. Very well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
This is the final bell, Nick. Let's do it. Have any idea what to go on?
Back to what she said first. I have an idea, but I need to look at it again. Okay. Okay. Hang on a second. She said there was rehearsal after. I don't think
yeah,
there was.
there was scheduled to be a rehearsal at 4.
Oh, okay. I can't find the contradiction. Hang on.
Do you want to press statements then?
Yes.
We'll just go from here then.
Do you have someone who can verify this?
So,
No, I mean someone else.
one person is enough.
Bitch. She committed murder during that break. She wouldn't have had time to eat a T-bone steak. I had some evidence that proved she didn't eat that steak.
Well, Nick, find anything?
I kind of wish she had said a little bit more.
It's hard. I think she's pretty used to being the boss. But I'm sure you'll find some kind of contradiction in what she said somewhere. Thing is, I do know the contradiction. I might try and lead you down a bit. Can you recall what Studio 2 looked like?
Wasn't it the...
It has the trailer in it.
Yeah.
Do you remember... did you remember seeing a table there?
What, inside it? Or...
No, in Studio 2. Not the trailer, outside in Studio 2.
I don't think so.
If you don't recall a table, that would mean that there wouldn't be anywhere for them to have had the
food.
So in turn, there's no plates there. Meaning they most likely couldn't have had food in front of the Studio 2 trailer.
Objection!
Ha! As I thought. You claim you ate a T-bone steak. But I say you did not.
What's this now, Mr. Wright?
Look at this.
It's a plate.
This plate was on the table in the employee area. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind.
Mr. Wright, need I remind you it was a T-bone steak?
Exactly my point. Remember, if you will, Miss Vasquez and Mr. Manella ate at a table outside the trailer.
I was gaslighting you the whole time. I needed you to remember that the plates didn't have bones on them.
I hate you. Yeah, there were no bones left on the plates.
I still led you in the right direction.
Yeah. The plates were bare. Miss Vasquez? Tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? I think I know how. You didn't eat the steak. You ate the bone too.
She ate the bone. Sal
You
would probably
didn't
do
eat
that.
any steak during that break. Yeah, Sal.
Sal would definitely eat the bone.
You took your steak and threw it somewhere. Like that incarcerator.
Incinerator.
Incarcerator? Incinerator. Cut that out.
Incarceration is when someone's permanently locked up in jail.
I don't know why I wrote it like that.
See? Then what was Miss Vasquez doing during her break?
Isn't it obvious, Your Honor?
She was picking on
Meetings.
salmonella.
She was meeting with the Steel Samurai.
Order? Are you saying...
Yes, Your Honor. As Miss Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the Steel Samurai. And then you did it. You killed him with your own hands.
Mr. Wright, isn't that a little presumptuous?
What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? Let him claim what he wants. You'll say I did it?
Yes.
Fascinating. And here I was worrying that today would be as boring as all the rest. Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, you and I.
Any day, Vasquez.
Good luck, Nick. Let's see. What was that murder weapon again? Oh yes, the samurai spear.
Yes.
I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature. How could I possibly use that heavy spear as a weapon?
I think you could.
Can I draw your attention to something, though?
Yes.
Can you recall the murder weapon?
It was the spear.
But there's something about the spear itself,
It's broken.
which would most likely mean that the weapon wouldn't have been usable, because it would have broke too easily.
So she couldn't have then. I think you would have had a great deal of difficulty using that as a weapon. Pretty much anyone would.
Huh. You'll see.
Yes. However, that has no bearing on this case.
Meaning?
The samurai spear was not the murder weapon.
What?
What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body.
I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove the samurai spear was not used as the murder weapon.
It's broken.
It's broken. I present my proof. The so-called murder weapon.
But that is the murder weapon.
Not so fast. Remember that the spear broke during the morning action scene run-through? But someone fixed the spear. It was the security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who is wearing a thick costume with this through the chest?
Order, order.
Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? I think about what you're... Silence. I am the one testifying here, and I will be heard. Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell, what was? How was Hammer killed?
Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us what weapon was used to kill Mr. Hammer?
We don't know, do we? Or do we? No. Hang on. Yeah, the scrapbook napkin. We don't know, do we?
There's a possibility of what a possible murder weapon could be.
Well, it can't be the monkey head, can it?
No, obviously he had a puncture hole in his chest.
Yeah.
So he was definitely stabbed by something. Do we have any evidence that shows?
The fence.
You mean that fence?
Yes.
Funny enough, Jaden, if you do look at Studio 2, there is a part of the fence is bent.
I didn't know that.
It's because we never really looked at it for long.
Would I make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what the weapon was?
I'm afraid your confidence can sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. Very well. Let's see this murder weapon then.
It was a fucking fence. Look at this photo.
Look at this photograph.
What is this? Why, that's Jack Hammer standing on top of the stairs. Order! Order! If I cannot have order, this trial will be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is this all about?
This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is a photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. It was a closed, kept secret at the studios.
What does this have to do with the current case?
Mr. Edgeworth. You still can't see it? See the fallen man in this photo? See how the fence post pierced him through the chest?
What? Are you saying?
Yes. What happened 5 years ago? Has happened again.
Mr. Wright, continue.
It's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder. Miss Dee Vasquez meets Jack Hammer outside the Studio 2 trailer. Then she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs onto the fence. Just like Mr. Hammer had done himself 5 years ago. Though, whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say.
In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died in the same way that he caused another man to die. 5 years ago?
Precisely. Ironic, isn't it?
He could save himself from death, but he could save others from death, but not himself.
Mm-hmm.
Very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you on my script writing staff.
You deny that what I say is true?
From a certain point of view. Mr. Wright, let's say, for the sake of argument, that Hammer died at the trailer, as you say. Yet, the body was found at Studio 1, was it not? And the evil magistrate's costume, no less. Are you then claiming that I carried the body to Studio 1 and returned to the trailer all in the span of a 15-minute break? How could I have disposed of the body? The break in the meeting at the trailer lasted 15 minutes from 2:30 to 2:45. Could Jack Hammer have been pushed off the stairs to his death, then carried to Studio 1 and placed inside his costume? There wasn't enough time.
Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, how could she have dealt with the body?
He had another way. she had the van. What if she had another way to carry the body, other than with her own hands?
For instance?
Actually, for that matter, there was no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. And there was a way for you to carry that body.
Interesting. Let's hear it then.
Mr. Wright, please show us how she carried the body.
You clocked on way too quickly about the van.
Almost said Mr. Miss Vasquez. You carried the body to Studio 1. And you used the studio van to do it. Recall your testimony.
There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. There was a van right there. I had Sal drive me.
Ugh. You used the van to carry the body to Studio 1. Then before everyone else got there, you put the body into the magistrate costume.
Hold on, Wright. Don't forget, it was Sal Manella that drove the van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manella was a conspirator?
Well, she says that he was driving it. There's no proof that he was.
But we're not trying to prove that Sal was the one who drove it. It most likely was Sal who drove it because Miss Vasquez was fatigued. So,
And yeah,
are we saying that he's a conspirator? He most likely is because he knew about the body.
of course, Salmonella has been... Fuck! Of course, Salmonella has to have been a conspirator. The body had to be placed in the van and put into the costume. There's no way Miss Vasquez could have done that alone. Also, don't forget that they had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume. They had to, because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood.
Okay, do you remember what I said the first time, like in the first investigation? I asked if the hole in Hammer's chest was the costume. Is the buff suit meant to be his suit, or is that just him?
I think that's the suit.
It is very...
If you look closely, you can tell.
Yeah, there is sort of like a thing around it.
He's wearing a t-shirt underneath.
Yeah. Does that mean that the hole was actually in his chest then? Because there wouldn't have been a hole in the Evil Magistrate costume.
Yeah, no,
So
it has to be in his chest then.
He had an actual hole in his chest that looked like that.
Yikes. They probably burned it in that small incinerator. Well, Miss Vasquez? Shall I continue?
No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. I lose, you win. It was fun.
I win? So, what happens next? Don't, me. Don't you have anything to say?
What would you like me to say?
Huh?
Huh.
I lost? Something like that?
I just said that.
Wait. So you mean... Dee Vasquez. So, it was you? You killed Jack Hammer?
Not again. Who can say?
Huh?
Are you sure I did, Mr. Wright? We just engaged in a battle of wits, and the result of that battle, you proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer. but that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright.
What? What?
Order. Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts?
Mm, of course, it is as the witness says. Certainly, it does seem very likely she did it, but there's no proof.
Edgeworth isn't sure.
Well, I came here as a witness today. If you have no more questions, I'll be leaving.
Oh, what do I do now? Either I accuse her or I make her testify again.
What do you think?
Would testifying be more smarter, or just be more smart?
You could possibly get more out of her if she does testify again, yeah.
Make her testify again. I'd like you to testify again.
Shit, I was having a drink.
Testify again?
Know when to give up, Mr. Wright. Think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say what I said before. The truth, Mr. Wright. I've already said there is to say. What would happen if I said it again? You'd ask the same questions and get the same answers. A waste of time.
Damn! To come so far only to fail.
As it seems there are no further questions, I would like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Miss Vasquez. Yes, Mr. Edgeworth?
I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor. I didn't.
I see. Very well.
Got it now. Your Honor, I request that the witness testify again. You are the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness. I just want to hear your testimony again. Does it make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see that we have anything left to gain by repeating the last several minutes.
Mr. Edgeworth, I too see little point in making Miss Vasquez repeat herself. What exactly do you want her to testify about?
Well, yes, indeed, verily I say, ergo. I want to hear her testify about what happened after they found the body.
After they found the body? Very well. The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter.
Nick, why did Edgeworth...
Who knows? He probably realized she did it too.
But, wasn't he the one who said he always gets a guilty verdict? Well, he didn't get one against your trial, did he?
Yeah, to say, he's lost a trial to me before.
We've already squashed his perfect record.
I'm gonna make sure he loses this one as well. Like,
after all that,
Edgeworth.
I was with Sal and Oldbag, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. The security lady Oldbag was quite agitated, pointing at Powers saying he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Then I went home.
I see no issue raised by this testimony. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
Okay, Nick. We're close. Real close. She may be acting tough now, but if you put her on the spot, she's sure to falter. Find the key you need and twist the truth out of her, Nick.
Right.
Any idea?
Open the court record. Go to the head. I just want to check something. Okay. So, okay, no, that lines up. That's fine. I wanted to check what time the head had been cleared. So, which was 4 p.m.
she wouldn't be lying about that, would she? Because people already know what time it was. She would have no reason to lie about it.
I was with Sal and Old Bag, the security lady. The assistant was there too, and the Powers was absent. I immediately called the police, and Powers showed up. Then security Old Bag was translated. Wasn't the rehearsal at 5?
Yeah, around that time, yeah. But the head was still on the way until like 4.
Okay,
Well-
so hang on a second.
Well, I think Hammer was found at 5, but they brought him to the thing at 4.
Right. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. I can't find a contradiction here.
Well, when would this have been? Like, her testimony's about what? It's about what happened after finding the body, correct?
Yeah.
So why did she go back to the trailer? She would have already found the body. So why did she go back to the trailer to grab the script and direction notes? Do you want to press on her to see?
Yeah, press on it. The script and your direction notes.
Yes, they're quite valuable. It wouldn't do to have them stolen.
No, I guess not. Press harder. Wait a second. I thought you came to Studio 1 for a rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes?
Well, I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything.
Why?
There was a murder, after all. Who could think of rehearsing after that?
Oh, yeah, I guess.
Very well. Miss Vasquez, please continue.
Your Honor, I have an objection to this witness's last statement.
And I think I've just figured it out myself.
Do you want to quickly say it before Edgeworth?
Well, she said I didn't bring my script because there was a murder. How would she have known there was a murder before going to the studio?
Think. Miss Vasquez said she didn't bring the script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? She would have had to know about the murder before going to Studio 1.
Order. Order. Mr. Edgeworth. What you have just said is a reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move. Or are you thinking of having a career change to defense?
I appreciate the concern, Your Honor. I will stand by my statement, however, regardless of how the court sees my role here. Now, Miss Vasquez, do you have an explanation?
I can't believe Edgeworth is helping me.
So the prosecution is in cahoots with the defense. What kind of court is this?
It's court of law, man.
No matter. I think you misunderstood me. I had a perfectly good reason to believe there would be no rehearsal.
Very well. The witness will change her testimony to reflect this reason.
I know that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left him behind.
Hammer wasn't injured though.
Who was injured?
It was Powers.
Which we can prove with a picture of the Steel Samurai. Because Powers would have technically been the one who was dragging his leg. Hammer would have had to have known about it.
Yep. You knew that Hammer was injured? Don't you think that's a little funny? I mean, it was the Steel Samurai who was injured. It was Will Powers.
What?
Mr. Wright, explain yourself.
Yes, Mr. Hammer is dragging his leg in this photo. But that's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers.
Pretending?
One person was injured in the run-through that morning. That person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammer. Now, why did you think it was Mr. Hammer who was injured?
I already said it was Sal who told me. That's right. He must have gotten it wrong.
I think not. Mr. Manella was at the run-through that morning. He would have known it was Mr. Powers who was injured. He saw it happen. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Miss Vasquez?
She saw Hammer limping.
Yep. Actually, you didn't hear anything from Mr. Manella. You saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes.
Yes, but wasn't it Mr. Powers who was injured?
Yes, but remember, Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg too. He was pretending to be Mr. Powers.
Ah,
And when was he doing this?
Well, it would have been after he put on the Steel Samurai costume and went to Studio 2, where he was murdered.
Exactly. Miss Vasquez, you met him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai limping. And Mr. Hammer was in the Steel Samurai suit. That's why you were confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured that morning.
order, order! I will have order!
Witness, can you refute this claim?
She's gonna pop. Yeah, let's see you sneak your way out of this one, Vasquez. I got butchered that.
Very well. I have a question for you.
Oh, great. Why are the real killers always so persistent?
Why in the world would I want Mr. Hammer dead? Yes, he'd fall on hard times, but he was a star. I had nothing to gain from his death. Nothing.
Yes, you would need a motive. Why would she have killed the victim? If there is a reason, it is unclear to the court. Does the defense have anything to say on the matter? In other words, can you prove she had a motive?
Yes, it's gotta be.
But the thing is, can we prove that she had a motive?
We don't have any evidence of it, do we?
We don't really have any evidence that would suggest she had a motive to kill Hammer. No.
So then we can't prove it.
Nick, no. Saying you can't prove it now would be admitting defeat. She'll get away.
But what proof could I possibly have?
I don't care if it's impossible. You still have to fight this one. Okay, I guess we do have proof.
I have proof and I'll show it to you.
So maybe it's just the photo?
I present to the court the evidence of Miss Vasquez's motive for this murder.
I mean, it can only really be the photo, because she was using it to blackmail him.
This is my proof.
This is the photo from before.
This photo reveals the motive in this murder. I'm right, aren't I, Miss Vasquez? 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. With Dee Vasquez's help, a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, this case currently up for trial. It began on that day 5 years ago. Ironically enough, that accident precipitated Mr. Hammer's fall. His fall from stardom.
His guilt weighed him down, no doubt.
However, you, Dee Vasquez, used Mr. Hammer. You made him work for you for petty change.
Bringing us to the present day, and Mr. Hammer's last role as the evil magistrate.
Yes, undoubtedly it was a constant source of shame for the ex-star.
One moment, Mr. Wright. We're talking about motives here, yet you have only talked about Mr. Hammer. It almost seems as if it was Mr. Hammer who had killed Dee Vasquez, not the other way around. What motive would Miss Vasquez have?
Yes, that's right. According to what you say, I would have had no reason to kill Hammer. He was a good source of income for me. And I never get rid of useful men. It's a policy of mine.
Mr. Wright, please explain Miss Vasquez's motive for the murder.
What evidence do we have?
We don't have evidence. Again, we don't have evidence that shows a motive. But let's think about this. We've been talking about Hammer sounding like Hammer had killed Vasquez.
Yeah.
And the blackmail would most likely be motive for Hammer to have killed Vasquez. But Miss Vasquez most likely doesn't even have a motive to kill Hammer. In turn, that would most likely mean Hammer was going to try and kill Vasquez.
So she didn't have a motive then?
She didn't have a motive because of what? If Hammer had tried to attack her and kill her,
She would have done it. She would have
been
She would have attacked him in self-defense. She had no motive, Your Honor.
What's that now?
It was Mr. Hammer who was out for blood. All Miss Vasquez did was push him off the stairs in self-defense.
What's that now?
It's simple. Mr. Hammer was intending to kill Miss Vasquez.
What? What?
Your Honor, Jack Hammer drugged Mr. Powers with sleeping pills. Jack Hammer snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. Jackhammer wore the costume to pull the security lady into thinking he was Powers. Then Jackhammer made his way to the trailer. And for what purpose, you ask? To kill Dee Vasquez, who had so cruelly taken advantage of him all those years.
She broke a cigarette.
That's unfortunate. So, you did do it, didn't you?
Yes. I am guilty. It was me. Someone call an ambulance. There's blood everywhere. We're too late. Miss Vasquez. What happened here? Manuel fell from the trailer stairs. Manuel. Miss Vasquez, please try to remain calm. No. How could this? It was an accident. Mr. Hammer was doing an action scene and... No. Manuel. Don't touch him, Miss Vasquez. No. Please don't die. Please. Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose again.
Mr. Edgeworth, where's Dee Vasquez?
In the waiting lobby, Your Honor, as calm and collected as ever.
I see. Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor.
it appears you have brought about yet another miracle.
I thank you, Your Honor.
I think not, Your Honor. Will Powers was innocent. That he should be found so is only natural, not a miracle.
Yes, you're right. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Will Powers.
Not guilty, baby.
Let's go. God damn it, confetti in the courtroom again.
For fuck's sake, Gumshoe, is that you doing that? That is all. This court is adjourned. Please get the janitors quick.
You don't know it was me, pal.
Gumshoe, I can see the confetti in your hand.
Bad.
Gumshoe, I find you guilty of littering the courtroom with confetti.
No. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. I'm just glad you're okay. Yes, but it's sad. I know now that Mr. Hammer stole my costume. It's bad enough that he wanted to kill Miss Vasquez. But to think that he tried to frame me for the murder, it makes me sad. Tell me why, Mr. Wright. Huh? Tell me. Why did Mr. Hammer want to blame me?
I think we can show him some evidence.
Yeah, show him. Well, this is what I think. Mr. Hammer wanted to put the blame on you because... What photo? What? Scrapbook.
I think if you show
Steel
the, I
Samurai.
think you can also show the photo of the Steel Samurai as well. So
Right. It's because you were the Steel Samurai. Because I was the Steel Samurai? Mr. Hammer was a big star once. But he was reduced to acting in a kids show. And as the villain to boot. The kids loved the Steel Samurai. And so, he hated you. I think I understand. could have just told me. I would have changed places with him anytime. I think you're missing the point. Thank you. I'm just glad it's all over. So am I. So am I.
Congratulations, WP.
Oh! Thanks to you, I'll be able to don the Steel Samurai outfit once more.
Does he know?
I can't wait to get back to that sweaty costume and. Huh? Is something wrong?
No, of course not. Ah! Nick! Edgeworth!
Edgeworth doesn't look happy with me.
Say something, Wright. I'm not good at small talk.
Huh? What? That was too bad, Edgeworth.
You don't waste any time gloating, do you?
No. I really want to thank you. Vasquez would have gotten away if you hadn't stepped in. Aha! Pleased to meet you. I have powers.
Edgeworth. I'm a big fan of your work, Mr. Powers.
Liar.
Right. I must say, I hadn't expected to meet you again after all these years. Meet again? However, in retrospect, it would have been better had we not met. Thanks to you, I'm saddled with unnecessary feelings.
Unnecessary feelings?
I'm gay for you, Wright.
I hope not.
Mate, that is a majority of this fandom. They love Edgeworth and Wright as a gay couple. Yes, unease and uncertainty.
Aren't those kind of necessary?
They only serve to get in my way. You listen to me, Phoenix Wright. Don't ever show your face in front of me again. That's what I came here to tell you.
Mr. Wright? Was that guy your friend?
No, more of my boyfriend. We're on thin ice at the moment. Bit rocky. What? Friends? As if. They're rivals. Rivals. Right, Nick?
Now we are, I guess.
Huh?
What are you hinting at?
Why do I get the feeling I'm missing something? I'll tell you when you're older, Maya. Come on, Nick, tell me. What's the deal with you and Edgeworth? I say I'll tell you when you're older.
And so the curtain closed on another trial. I caused quite a stir by revealing that accident from 5 years. It was the talk of the town. Thankfully, Global Studios rethought its programming change. They went back to making kids shows again.
Nick,
They did not.
this is it. The new show starts today. You're gonna watch it with me, right?
I'll admit, I was kind of surprised. I didn't think they'd seriously go through with it.
You have to buy me trading cards too, okay? We have to trade with Cody and that assistant.
Fine, I'll do it.
Isn't it great that WP gets to play the lead again? I wonder if they'll show his real face this time.
I don't know. I don't think the world is ready for the real Will Powers.
Maya, I don't think the people know that Will Powers is inside of the Pink Princess costume. Ugh.
Thank God that case is over. We've been at this for
Case
4
is
hours.
over. That case is finally over. And with that, I believe we shall call it for the case of the Steel Samurai and the Turnabout Samurai.
Thank God.
I want to thank you guys again for watching. I want to thank Jaden for sticking around and actually playing this with me, because you do
Oh,
actually seem to be enjoying this quite a bit.
I do. I do. It is a lot of fun.
Please be sure to like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the bell so you never miss one of my uploads. Go visit Jaden's channel as well. Uh, any help to me is a help to him as well. But with that being said, again, I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you for the next turnabout. Take care.